Hello, my good people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your Mama Regina Joseph. Kindly hit that subscription button. Subscribe for me. We are not 200 subscribers. And today I have a guest. Remember in my last video, I had gone to visit my friend Eric where I milked the cow. Today he came to pay me a visit. And my guest is here. Toulouse!
Hello viewers, I managed to come to Regina Joseph and I'm happy to be welcomed. And the reason why I came is that she took my container which I used to milk with it.
You have already your container, Eric.
And I was also looking at my utensils. I found that there are some teaspoons which were missing.
You can't say that.
So I wanted to pick them before I
You
take action. Before I take action.
You want to call police on me?
Yeah, and you know I am.
I fear you.
My tribe, and also my wife.
Okay.
So we are on the final.
My guest is a very funny guy.
Yeah.
We love him so much. And welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let's get going.
Thank you so much.
The vegetables that I carried, the target, they were so sweet. We ate them yesterday, and you know what? The milk that you gave me, I used the cream.
Oh.
It became so sweet.
Yeah,
Now, how is my favorite COVID? British, there was COVID, there was British and El Nino.
No, COVID is okay. She's a mother of two puppies, and I think they are very healthy.
Okay.
I think you should consider so that I can be able to bring one.
I will give you one.
I will.
And
I think just make sure that you construct a very good kiln.
Okay.
So that I will give you that dog.
I really appreciate.
Do you need a male one or a female?
I need a male one, so that I have got my husband, so that I can get another male to protect the
compound. So
compound.
in your compound,
I have just one man. Only my husband.
I think then it's a difference. Then I think it's an opposite case from my side, because if you need a male dog to add on another male around, then I also need a female dog, because there's only one woman.
Oh, by then you have got two boys.
I've got two boys and a big boy here. So I think Mama is so lonely. So I think it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I will give you that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another thing, you remember me, I came to your home very early. Why have you come so late? Eric, I waited for you. I cooked my food. I waited for you for so long.
There's no problem, because at the end of the day I've eaten, and it was so delicious.
Oh, thank you.
Sometimes where is he? First of all, he might be sitting somewhere with a panga, and I'm trying to compliment
Well, then,
you.
my viewers, the next time I show you my husband, he has to.
Yeah, it's important.
Although he fears camera somehow.
The camera shy.
He is so shy. But I make sure you see him one day.
I know. I think I will be ready to watch the surprise.
Wacha tu akae penye yako. Tulia tu. Ako tu behind the scene.
No, but as much as anatulia too, for my security. I don't know if my security is guaranteed.
Okay.
But the reason why I was late is that while I was preparing to come, there was an issue which was around the village. Living in the locality sometimes has got a lot of things, and I went to my neighbor's place because they had some issues, family issues.
Okay.
And it just kept me thinking, why all the time we find that people have got issues in their families? It is just hell.
Were they fighting?
Yeah, they were fighting.
Oh my
Actually,
God.
it started from Cold War.
Me, I said the time my husband will lay hands on me, I just faint.
But
Imagine me being beaten. So anytime I do a mistake, I just keep quiet. I don't want to be beaten.
Being beaten, initially, if I remember, from the traditional societies, the way they used to do things, there are some tribes you could, it is until the woman is beaten by the husband is when the husband, there is when the woman will confirm that the husband loves
The
her.
no way. I cannot be married by such a person.
You can't believe?
I can't believe. There are
No.
some tribes.
There are tribes.
Up to now.
Yeah, up to now. 21st century.
Mm.
Yeah, they are. So you find that sometimes a woman will go to her mother's place and tell me, oh, mom, my husband doesn't love me. What is the issue? Then you ask, what is the issue? The issue is that he has never beaten me ever since I went there. Then the mother could advise. Now go back. Then you go and chokora kidogo. Then hapo uone kama atakupiga. Then the women, as you know, the women with their vocals, very high pitch, could go and start to chokora the babas. Then after chokora the babas, what happens next is that these babas will slap her, give a very mighty slap.
But I think, Eric, men are so selfish.
No,
and they love themselves. Why should you beat a woman?
No, but it was.
And we are not kids.
In that case, it was to show love.
No,
that
is not love.
I know it was to show love. The way they believed, because after getting that beating, she could pretend to be crying. Then she will go behind the house, then take off the phone and call the mama.
Okay.
Mom, I have confirmed she loves me. But you know, those are what you call culture. And culture, we've got different cultures in with the different tribes have got different cultures.
Okay.
And you find that now that's why we are told actually when we talk about the essence of education or importance of education is that it is to help us to understand about to learn about other people's culture and learn to accept. So that you should not look or you don't get yourself looking down upon another person's culture. So it is like that. However, in that case, it was as I told you, it started like a cold war. A woman throwing words, very strong words, very vulgar words,
abusing the husband.
And the husband was just cool. He could not be able to handle anything, and you know the empowerment that girl child has. I can see you sitting there giving them advice. I think it was hectic. Our counselor, marriage counselor. As a boy child, I went to help my fellow boy child. You know, this is not a laughing matter. You are laughing. I have to laugh. And the boy child is suffering somewhere. How do you know what if it was the mother who was suffering? You know, maybe let me tell you, Eric. In most cases, maybe the husband is not bringing food in the table. Maybe that's why the wife was annoyed. Like me, I can't stay empty stomach here. The husband is supposed to provide. No, I don't know. Maybe the husband is drunkard. I think you never know. I think you are talking nicely. Yes, I can be able to see your arguments. But you know, we are talking about post corona era. When you talk about post corona era, actually the economy got spoiled. But who is supposed to provide for the family, the wife or the husband? Biblically, it is the husband. Up to now, it's the husband. Biblically, it's the husband. I'm supposed to sit down, eat, wash my body, dress properly, and I sleep well. That's the work of the husband. But because nowadays the husband are becoming lazy, we women. That is the problem of talking from experience. But because you can tell. I'm telling you, and do you know how many men are drinking there? They are so drunk. They are just falling down. They are doing what they are singing. But we ladies, nowadays it's so hard. I'm telling you, we are suffering. Men are not doing anything. Sorry for that, but it's just a case of few. So I think that one because you provide. I'm a good provider, exactly. And I thank God for that. So those are just few cases. So I'm actually, but one thing I realized about the whole thing is that another thing is that women have got power. You know, that woman was
Mm.
able to hold his husband
Like
by
this.
the hand. Yeah.
The shark like this.
Yeah.
That's why it was beaten.
Unasema nini?
Mm.
Mpaka akakimbisha kwanza.
That's the problem of you feeding us
Kujaribu.
ladies.
Na si mmesema kwamba you have to sit and eat only. So what do you expect? So it was quite hectic.
Ui.
Hey. But from my perspective, I tried to sit and maybe ask myself, as I was coming, I tried to ask myself, why? Because if you can be able to get from their wordings, because we hatuwezi jua maneno yao, those are bedroom issues. So if you try to listen from their words, you cannot be able to get clearly what can be the reason why they were fighting. However, I try to also to look at another aspect of marriage and issues which come up with marriage, and I try to see, can it be also personality? Because, for example, I've told you that woman was very noisy, but the man was calm. And if you try to look at that, then it is an issue of personality, because you have got people who are cool, people who do not argue anyhow. In the other hand, you have got people who are very fierce. People get angry very fast. And I don't know. I remember some time back while I was with my lecturer somewhere, and he was telling me about these personalities and how those personalities come about. In the first place, what is your personality? How do you understand yourself?
Me as Regina Joseph, one, I can say I'm a very humble woman, though sometimes I can be high-tempered. Like if you come and take something from me, definitely you get a slap.
I will get a slap.
I had a hot one.
Now that I've taken your food, I'm going to get a slap. Am I going to get a slap?
Not that, but what I mean is, you know, there are some women, they can come, they abuse you. They can come and beat your kid. That's why I'm saying I'm high-tempered. If someone takes something from me or says something bad about me, I have to slap.
Now that shows that you are a choleric. You're a choleric.
So,
not cholera. It is it's a choleric. So a choleric person, that is the characteristic of a choleric person. They say that wale watu pilipili. Wale watu
sio miji.
Yeah, they mean business. And always they believe that they are right. Those people believe that they are right, and everything has to be done the way they want. So if it is not done the way they want, then it is a wrong thing. Not the way we want. Yeah. So, and you will find that now, maybe, what about your husband?
My husband, he is a God-fearing man, very polite and very calm, but there is sometimes that he can be very rude. But then he talks very rude. He is very rude sometimes, but he's a good guy.
He's a good guy. And what about his temperament? Maybe sometimes when you offend him, what does he do? How does he react to your offense?
He just keep quiet and give me a warning. Don't do that again. What can I do? I just keep quiet. Then I soothe him. I tell him, oh my dear, I will not do it again.
No, so in that case now, I think some sort of a pragmatic person.
Eric, today the English that we are using.
No, it's not the English. But those
the
are
vocabulary.
Just psychological words. Those are psychological words. Yeah, and I think you have praised him somewhere.
I haven't praised him.
I think you wanted me to cool down, not to think that there's a panga coming. When you told me that he's a God-fearing man.
Yes, a God-fearing. You know, let me tell you, Eric. In the morning, just to say a word of prayer, when eating, pleasing to us, normally read the Bible. He's a God-fearing man.
Very important. No, sometimes hata kuna wengine wao wanaomba wanasema Mungu upende usipende lazima tukule. And you know that's that's not Mungu penda usipende lazima tukula, and that is our prayer. But now that is a pragmatic person, and I think if I can be able to look from your family, you can be able to say, because you have never called me to come and solve any case, and that's the reason why, because those are two personalities which are different, but they can be able to coexist nicely. The reason, now that you are hot-tempered, if you was also a choleric, two pilipilis in the house, what do you expect? Fireworks.
Fire. That's
These window panes, I think you could not have seen them being intact like that. These nice seats, by the way, you have got nice seats.
Thank you.
These nice seats, you could not have found them to be this way. They could have
Kwa sababu
been
ni kulalua.
upside down.
Ah!
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
Oh, I can
Sufrias banging up
Mm.
right center and nakadhalika. So that's the reason why you find that now maybe you are income, and thank God for that. And you know, I told you that first of all we have got those four personalities, and those four personalities, first of all is yours, which is you said is choleric. Another one is pragmatic, and we have got sanguine. Sometimes sanguine, I try to describe myself as a sanguine. I'm a person who is gets annoyed very fast, but I also get or I calm down very fast. Another one is that I usually don't have grudges, and
You don't have grudges.
yeah, I don't. I don't think that I have grudges. And sometimes you find that now another thing about being a sanguine is that when you are maybe offended, you always try to look for solution. Another thing is that when you try to look at a statement of a sanguine somewhere, at least he or she might try to crack a joke. And sometimes we are very bad husbands and wives. We are very bad husbands and wives. The reason is that we can be able to tell our wives, "I love you," but the way we say it, the wife thinks that this is a joker. This is a joker. Yeah, the way we say it, it seems like a joke, which is sometimes becomes an issue, and that's why we need somebody who can be able to understand our personality, so that we can be able to that person can be able to know how to relate with us. And then there's I think I've talked about that phlegmatic, and then there's another one about melancholic.
Eric, today.
Today is Malik. I think it's because I'm called Eric. Melancholic.
I'm telling you the
Pragmatic.
vocabulary from this man.
Pragmatic.
Pragmatic.
Pragmatic. Maybe a different one is sanguine. And now when talking about the melancholic one, these are what sometimes we call them the perfect man, or the perfect personality. And when they want to do something, that thing has to be done perfectly. These are the people who sometimes are late even to marry, because they are looking for a perfect woman,
And they'll never get.
that perfect woman. And they don't compromise. And one, they say that even in the Bible, sometimes you find that now we are given some comparisons of people who are in that way. Talk about somebody like Noah in the Bible, the famous Noah of the floods.
Okay. The one who was told to build there.
Not these floods that we are seeing in northern parts of Kenya and other parts which are arid. That Noah, they say that he was a perfectionist. Yeah, his nature, that he was a perfectionist. There are others like Corelix, like Moses. Moses. Moses was a very good example of a Corelix, because you could just argue, a small argument, and then the next minute he kills somebody, the next minute he buries that person.
Do you remember then Moses dropped the 10 Commandments?
Yeah,
Because he was angry.
He came back and they realized that those Israelites were just worshipping other gods, bending up and down. Hey, what is this? These are the people that I went to. I risked my life to go to Egypt to bring. What is this? He threw the 10 Commandments down. those tablets broke. Sanguine. One example of a sanguine is, I think from the Bible, it is Peter. I think you know Peter and his stories. eh? People have come. Those soldiers have come to arrest Jesus. The next minute, he takes off the knife, cuts the soldiers' ear, masikio ndio chini. He picks it up again. He fixes. The next minute, he does not.
He is the same person who denied Jesus.
He
Saying
denied
that
Jesus. Yeah, that's a
I
character of
know
a
the
sanguine.
Bible.
Yeah,
And
that is the character of a sanguine.
okay.
Yeah, so now if you know the Bible, now tell me one person who is
One person who is that?
phlegmatic in the Bible. Who was calm, was
Someone like, what about Jesus?
Jesus.
Mm.
Jesus. No, you know Jesus. I think Jesus was confusing us.
What was it?
Jesus was confusing
But
us.
he was
I
cool.
know Jesus was confusing us. I think Jesus was confusing us. The reason
Why?
is that Jesus was confusing us because as much as that he was a human being, and he came in the form of a human being,
But he was a human being.
but he was not a human being
He was-
entirely. He came in the form of a human being,
I don't think.
but he had the glory of God in him.
Okay.
Yeah, I also understand the Bible.
I disagree with you because Jesus was a human being.
You know, if Jesus
Mm.
could have come in a spirit way, what do you expect? Just imagine those Nigerian movies that you
And
usually
like
see,
he was in form of spirit.
appearing and
I
disappearing.
don't think people would follow him.
You see sometimes some movies, somebody turns to be a chicken.
Mm.
Could you have believed him?
I would not.
In fact, he could have seemed to be so fierce.
Mm.
So you find that he had to come in the form of a human being so that we can be able to understand him better. Yeah. And that's why you find that even the detective, if a detective wants to come to your home here and he wants to investigate 1 or 2 or 3 things, he might come or she might come as maybe a house help. Then you think that it is a house help.
And he is not.
But that person is not.
In fact, so you want to say Jesus was a spirit?
No, he was.
Because if he was, how can a spirit die?
You know, the reason why Jesus died, if he wanted, he could not have died like that. But there was some prophecy somewhere.
Exactly in the Bible.
So he had to fulfill this prophecy. That's the reason why
that's why he
Jesus
died.
died like that, to fulfill that prophecy, so that you can start to believe even God, what God has said or what God has said through His prophets. You can be able to believe. If you don't believe, then it becomes an issue.
Okay.
So I think you have understood
I've
about
understood
about the personalities.
Who was another person who was calm in the Bible?
I think from a case, from my small knowledge, John.
And Abraham?
What about John?
Even John.
Yeah.
Even Abraham.
Abraham was a cooler. You see, Abraham was as meek as a sheep. Being told, take your son so that you can be able to go and sacrifice.
I don't.
Just take. Do you imagine taking
I don't.
your girl? Yeah.
It's hard.
What about
I
your
can't do
husband?
that.
What about your husband?
Even my husband, I can't. But when I'm brought to choose between a husband and my kids,
you choose that
somehow I can choose my daughter over him.
over him to spare your daughter.
I can spare my daughter because he can go. What do you can spare who?
I fear for your life.
Why? Eric, don't try. If you are told to choose between the son and the wife, who can choose? I don't say both. Choose one. Who can you choose?
Yeah, it's true.
You choose your son.
My son.
There is no way, Eric, you can choose your wife.
But sometimes you can, because there's a surety that if this son goes, then you have got the opportunity to
get another.
To get
at gunpoint, Eric, you choose your wife. That is sad. Me, I cannot. I choose my daughter. I'm telling you the truth.
No, by the time it reaches there,
but still, I need the husband.
No,
That
I think what we should do is that we should stop imagining until the day it happens.
exactly.
It's the only thing to choose.
And my viewers, who can you choose between your kids and your husband? I bet you most of the people you choose are your kids.
If only they could be able to hit in the comments.
Let them hit there and tell us.
If they hit at their comments and try to comment there, I bet I will win.
You should choose the wife.
Most of them they will say, wait until it happens.
And,
yeah, that's where wait until it happens. Most of them are going to say, wait until it happens.
Okay.
So that is it, but we don't wish it.
We don't wish that.
Yeah, it's just let it be like a story like any other story, but we could not wish to be there.
Okay.
So that's why I was late, and I think I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, we finished the whole thing.
So what did you tell the couple?
The couples, you know, I'm young. First of all, they were older than me. You know, sometimes you cannot be able to tell them directly. They might ask you, hii miaka yetu na hii ujuzi yetu yote, kijana mdogo unaweza kutuambia nini? So, and mara nyingi, I believe that it's not about the knowledge of something. It's also about the wisdom that maybe God can be able to guide you, give you wisdom so that you can be able to solve a certain problem. Like in my case, I was able to ask another old gentleman who was there older about their age, so as to let them, first of all, separate them, and then go sit down with them at their different points so that they can be able to talk. And then when they come and now meet, they will have been talked and maybe been calmed down, which is very important. So, and I hope and I wish them the best because they are my neighbors. So if you see your neighbor fighting, you know, sometimes it's a bad example to even your kids. Maybe kesho na kesho kutwa, they will start to emulate what they are seeing. And that's why sometimes, even when you're in our homes, we are supposed to behave in a way which is not going to make our kids to have a second thought about love, about marriage. You know, it's a big thing. It's a big thing, which is sometimes an issue. And but however, at the end of the day, we finished.
You finished.
Yeah, everything went on well.
Okay.
Yeah, so as you can be able to see, time.
No, you came late. I think you are a sanguine. The characteristic that I'm going to give you is a sanguine. You are so talkative. Even I've forgotten to give you some drink.
And I'm a proud son.
I know koo yako imekauka.
No, but
very talkative.
You know, for sanguines, we even don't realize that it is dry.
It's dry.
We don't realize. But sometimes, if you ask me what we started talking about, I've already forgotten.
You don't remember?
I don't remember.
But in that case, let me bring you some.
I did not want, but if you insist.
Yeah, you have to. Let me bring for you.
So that I can deal with it, Sakafuni. Now, how is around here?
This place. We are doing good. At least for the past 2 days it has not rained. Now our clothes are well dry.
That's okay.
But we thank God. Yeah.
What about your neighborhood?
What neighborhood?
Are they okay or they were fighting?
We're not fighting. They are so cool.
You know, sometimes you can be able to say that your neighbors were not fighting, only to realize that you are the one who was fighting.
Oh, they cannot fight.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
This home of Regina Joseph, we are saved. We don't take alcohol. So today, I'm going to give you Fanta.
Wow.
No alcohol at all.
From the day I preached to you.
From the day we got saved.
And accepted Jesus to be a person.
I was told that you're supposed to open slowly.
Gently, yeah. Because it might...
So that we can take care of the gas.
Yeah, it might splash out.
Unameza mate?
Mafunda kwa mafunda. No, this one. Na hizi ndakaje kama zile za nini?
Fake.
Za Nebukadnezar.
Oh.
Kama zile za Nebukadnezar bwana. Or we might be going to take them, then we see some writings on the wall. Mene mene. What was the writings? Mene mene?
Mene mene. Mene tepika. Ay.
Yeah.
I've already forgotten.
Just be careful so that you don't bite your tongue trying to say mene mene.
Mm.
So,
Or even you can carry this.
I'll be exchanging. Take this, take this, take this, and take this. Because I said these cups are small. It's not right. So are you praying?
Wait.
Or,
To my friend Eric. Cheers.
Cheers. Hey, I have to be careful so that when it's going, I'll have
But it's warm.
Go back. Huh?
It's warm. I didn't buy the cold one.
It's okay because also the temperatures are.
And we do it to the bread. Can I bring bread for you?
Yeah. Do you think we are in high school?
Add extra gas.
Do you think
in
we are
the
in high
stomach.
school? We are not in high school games.
Eric, remember the other day I saw you in
Me?
the canteen.
Me?
You had a bottle of soda, half loaf of bread, and you are eating.
If you saw me.
You pretended that you have not seen me.
No, if you saw me, then what I was doing is that I was demonstrating to somebody.
You're waiting for someone.
I was demonstrating to somebody how it is possible. not that I was taking it.
Eric, don't try. I saw you. Okay, let's do it. Eric, you are looking at me. I know you have got a question. I know you want to ask me why I'm giving you soda.
Soda.
You know, in this compound we don't have any cows. See, I don't have that cow here. So that's why I have bought for you the soda so that you can drink. Don't expect me to cook for you tea because I don't have any milk. How is your El Nino?
No, before I answer you, let me first of all take a sip. Now that I've taken a sip, I think I'm so comfortable with this than milk. You have broken my monotony. So, do you know sometimes at my home, I use milk as water so that I can be able to cook ugali?
Eric, stop saying that. And the way milk is gold here.
Does it mean that you do not see where I come from is Canaan? Where there is flow of milk and honey.
There is flow of milk and honey. Hey, you are blessed. I imagine God has already seen you through.
And I think I have a very strong belief that there's still more to come. Okay. There's still more to come.
May your wish come true.
Amen. Amen to that. I wish there was a...
Exactly.
A
you know me, whatever I prophesy, it must happen.
Are you sure? Prophet Regina.
This
is when?
Anything that I say, may you receive the blessing.
Amen.
It has to come to pass.
Amen.
Amen.
Bless
you.
But do you know, I think there are some few years here. What you have taken, because I feel that I am somehow weak. You know, I'm somehow weak. You need wisdom.
Not wisdom.
This is wisdom. This is wisdom. And in fact, the way you touched here, I felt a little bit of like some of my powers have gone away from me.
I've already stolen them from you.
Yeah. Because you have taken a lot of my wisdom. You've taken a lot of my wisdom. So, but I know how to rejuvenate it. I know how to rejuvenate myself. So I think everything is going to be okay. And I'm trying to imagine now.
Try to imagine.
Imagining is sometimes good. I'm trying to imagine if only women could be having kipara kama this one. How will it be?
But there are some who have got one.
I doubt if it's natural. Maybe it's about the chemicals they use.
By then they are not born like that. But there are some with the beard.
Yeah,
I
know.
And they are brought by what? Are they born with? You know, there is a woman I saw, and she had so many of them.
It's about hormone imbalance. Sometimes you find hormone imbalance. That's why you might find a woman talking in bass. That's about. But we are not supposed to discriminate them. We are not supposed to make fun out of them, to say them, hey, angalia hiki mwanaume. na kadhalika.
Mm.
And you
You're
know
supposed
that,
to love them.
yeah, just love them the way they are. There's a reason why God created them that way. Ni sawa?
Mm.
Yeah, and
Even Moses was a stammerer and people believed in him.
not only believing in him,
Mm.
God chose him.
Mm. He didn't even know how to talk. God has sent me to and people believed
And
him.
you're talking about a king. You're talking about a king
Mm.
talking like that to a king.
Ah.
Then I tried. That's why we also always encourage ourselves that God gives us a helper. There's always a helper who helps us in every situation. And that's why Moses was helped by his brother.
Mm.
Yeah, the same way you
Tell me
as
the
a
name
woman,
of Moses' brother.
still researching.
Alex, don't show me that you don't know the name of the Moses. You don't.
The Bobanas.
You have to know.
The Bobanas.
I think he was called Aaron. Was he Aaron?
I told you it was Aaron.
Eh?
I told you it was Aaron.
No, the viewers know that you never said that.
No, you know I had.
Mm.
I wanted to factor
Ulikuwa una
in.
meza.
Yeah, nilikuwa na meza.
Okay.
Table manner is very important. You know?
Mm.
Table manner is very important.
Mm.
Nikifa.
Yenyewe.
Yeah.
Unaweza
So table
nyongwa.
manner is very important.
Okay.
So it was Aaron.
Mm.
And who was that God said that you will see Canaan, but you will never enter there?
So it was Moses.
Oh, it was Moses.
Mm.
I think I read somewhere.
But do you think that was fair?
Yes, it was fair.
Mm.
Because Moses was also stubborn, as we have said that about being a Koranic. Moses was stubborn that he killed. Moses killed. Moses was
He did
angry.
not kill. He was defending himself.
But during defending yourself, when you take life, what do we call that? Is it called self-defense or kill?
Self-defense. Because can you come to me with a panga and nails just stand like this, waiting for you to cut me? I have to defend myself.
But we did not see him being cut anywhere.
By then, if I have remembered, Moses was not annoyed by someone. He was trying to protect. Was it the same person? A person from the same country.
A person from
tribe.
the same tribe. That's that spirit of brotherhood.
Oh.
It was a spirit of brotherhood. And you remember the way he ran away because he was told, "Oh, so you want to kill me the way you kill the other person?" And then he was so surprised that, oh,
yeah, I do hate. I hate such people who cannot keep their mouth shut. If you see someone doing something, must you say?
So that's to say that we Sanguine are very, very good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for praising us. That we are good people. We don't keep quiet.
Okay.
When you see things,
you don't keep. I mean, I do hate such people. Some things are supposed to keep quiet.
And that's why you as a Quranic, you close the door for people. All ark which was constructed for 120 years, you just take only 7.
We love ourselves.
You really love yourself. Yeah. So is it? Can I be able to say, lack of a better word, selfish?
No, we are not selfish in fact, but we don't like people to disturb us. We like securing our territory. We don't like other people to come to our territory.
For sure. Even no secure his territory. Because
we normally secure
because it was the son and the wife's son.
And let me tell you something. If for example, if I become just like that, I sit like that, relaxing, there is someone who will come to this territory of mine, of which I can't agree.
Because you might try to be a bossy in trying to take over your territory, but it's still in feathers. Yeah, so it's just by the grace of God. But hopefully, a story for another day, so that we can be able to see. Does it mean that you are not having this?
I will even. I told you can carry all of it. Yeah, I don't like soda.
So when next are you coming? Those sides.
Those sides.
Now that you loved the place so much.
An African lady, I have to do timing. I saw there were beans. When are they? ready to be harvested?
Beans. I think I will not tell you the truth.
You don't want to
Because
come
I
and
know
call
the
it.
kind of destroyer you are. So, but approximately around January,
January.
early January.
I'll be
Early
there.
January there. You are welcome. Most welcome all the time.
Mm.
And I think by that early January or late, early February or late January there, El Nino.
Oh my God, I have to come and call it milk Alec,
You
you
know,
see.
we're having
Full jerry
calf,
can.
the third calf. So you are welcome anytime.
Anytime, any day.
Anytime, any day.
I can't wait until January or
Yeah.
end February.
You know, it's so nice.
I will,
So,
even tomorrow I can come and carry some vegetable. Hakuna haja ninunue soko.
Who's compound?
You must too. I have to come.
Do you think that is a store?
I will come. I think I have to.
You have to. But that's part of eating healthy.
Okay.
Yeah, those when you find that you plant with that organic manure and so on and so forth, just so nice.
In fact, Eric, there is something I've forgotten. I want to lose weight.
You want to lose weight?
I don't know whether I'm becoming that road running. I have to do exercise. It's just because I don't have the equipment. I also there is a gym machine that I'm supposed to learn in, but I can use my legs.
Yeah, you can.
Skipping the rope.
Yeah, it's okay. I encourage you. And also on top of those equipment that you're saying, you can also ask your husband to give you some stress.
So that you can get blood pressure. Hey.
It is going to make you reduce it.
No, that's stress. You want me to die?
No, but you know, sometimes also this economic time, it will just make you to be slim.
I think I will have to change my eating habit.
No.
I eat a lot of
sometimes I
vegetables.
meet people who say that they even don't eat much, but when you see their body, they are increasing every now.
For me, my appetite, it's here.
Tops. I think use groundnuts and banana.
Like banana? Okay.
When you eat, that's my local way, my local way of managing my appetite. You know, when you eat a banana or groundnuts, njugu, before you eat, before you eat.
Na sijui karanga ni fat.
As much sijui content. Yeah, like in
gani. But
it cuts the.
But me, I've eaten a lot
because
of
first of all, I think the problem is not just being fat. It is about cutting your appetite.
Hey, by the way, my appetite is so high.
Instead of doing that, what you should do, if you try to look at my physique, then I'm slim. What you do is that let us exchange the books that we are using. I will give you my notebooks so that you give me your notebook so that we exchange.
Eric, let me tell you. Come for in the next 3 to 4 months, I have shed like 10 kgs.
How many kgs are you now?
Nimepita gunia.
So that's
gunia plus.
That's to mean that even the kg is not counting in form of kgs. The weighing machine is not counting in form of kgs. So it reaches 90 kg, plus. Then it starts to count in form of pounds.
Oh my God. So I have to work on my body.
Hey, you have to work. If it has exceeded 90,
imagine.
Now we are talking about
I'm past 90.
I just give you a go ahead.
I will. You wait and see.
But also be
with God's blessing.
Yeah.
With my dedication, I know I'll make it.
Exactly.
I have to.
Yeah. If you there's a way, there's a way. Okay. So you'll be there. You'll be there. You'll be here. You'll be here. Not.
I'm so grateful. Thank you for paying me a visit and whatever I've learned about Moses. It's just because the vocabulary are so hard for me to remember.
Just saying the word sanguine.
Sanguine.
Pragmatic.
Correct. Sanguine, pragmatic. Leave the others. I will try to revise and see what I'm going to do. But thank you. We are grateful. You can see my kids were so happy seeing Mr. Eric here. I've given you. I think I've tried my best to welcome you.
I think your best was not best enough. There was no ugali.
Must be ugali.
Hey,
Ugali is for supper.
As an African man.
When you know, we ladies, when you come to visit our home, you have to pick chapati, rice, meat. Ugali is for supper. We have eaten ugali since January to December, and you still want.
You have.
Not you.
Not me.
Oh, you know me, I'm a farmer. I
me.
have got maize. I just take my maize to the portion meal and get my maize flour.
Yeah,
But it's okay. Next time,
you know it's the strongest.
Itapika ugali mlima.
The one from the portion is the strongest. It has got ravages. Every component of that particular cereal is there. But this one, sometimes we buy from supermarkets. It has been sieved. All the important components has been taken. It's just like we're eating rice.
Ama ndio inafanya ninenepe hivi? Ama that maize flour ndio inafanya ninenepe? You are not a nutritionist.
Yeah.
My viewers, you can see Mr. Eric is here, and I think you are supposed to counsel people in marriage. I've learned so much from him, and kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, Regina Joseph, and let's meet in another video. Let's love one another. Bye.